Coming up on Martin.
She had to go numero dos. She ended up pooping out. She wanted to keep going, but I was like, nah, fam, I'm good. Dropped her off and headed the fuck home. She was shitting on your balls.
Hey, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel for you guys today. My name is Martin and welcome, baby. Today's video, first of all, is gonna be a little spooky. I asked you guys, as I always do with martinis, I always ask you guys on my community side, like, what do I do? Y'all came up with some really good ideas. And one comment says, how about you read like crazy, disturbing, spooky stories on Reddit? And you know me, I like reading and I love if it's not Wattpad and if it's not about Video Hacker, we gonna read it anyways. Also, can I show you something? Oh my god, oh my god. Your boy got a little tattoo. I got my first tattoo. It says folklore, which y'all know I love Taylor Swift. Like, she's everything to me. I literally love her so much. So I got her tatted on my arm and I really like it. Do you want another one? Because my muscles are being getting big. Been getting a little big. Before we get to this video, my martinis, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video. And what are you doing if you're not following my Instagram? Can we talk? But make sure you share this video if you want to see more content from me, little old me. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Before we get into the story, I want to tell you a spooky story of mine. One day, my legs, my two black ass legs, was laying on the bed and this man was standing next to me. He looked at me in my orbs and said, "You're mine." I said, "What?" He said, "I'm in love with you." I said, "Who the fuck is you?" But then he turned around once again and blonde hair streaked across his face. I said, "Reveal your name." He said, "I can't." I said, "Yes, the fuck you can." He said, "My name is Vinny." I said, "Hacker?" He said, "No, Daddy." Okay, I had to do it. Okay, that's not real. Well, it's really my dream. Oh, okay, this one seems very spooky. Okay, this one says, I was 17 and had just gotten my license. Back in high school, my friends and I had made it a mission to find abandoned houses to throw parties in. We had a few good candidates, but the mother lode was this house I would pass on my home from work. It was an undeveloped shell of a huge home with a large property in the back. I told one of my friends about it, and one day before we went to see a movie, I took him to the house. It was about dusk in the summer, so I had my headlights on. I pulled into the front of the house, and we were there for like 10 seconds tops before we pulled back to go to the main road. I'm so scared. A minute later, this big truck pulls up behind us with its high beams on and riding our ass. What the fuck? My friend and I took note of it, but paid it no mind as we headed back to the main road. At the light, I turned right, but the truck cut through the gas station as the corner and blocked us off. Oh my god, out of the truck comes this big hulk of a man, and my friends and I shitting our pants. He raps on the window and I wrote it down. Now the really freaky part is that this is a busy road and now there was no one inside. He asked us what we were doing at the house and I quickly lied and said we were making a U-turn. He stared at us for a few seconds, smiles, and sent us on our way. To this day, the house remains unfurnished and I'm convinced it's a drug operation of some sort. Oh my god, that is actually scary because imagine if you did like actually get out of your car and went inside. Like, remember one time there was a abandoned place near where I used to live, like an old house, and it was actually scary. And I remember seeing somebody watching us go in and I told my friends, I said, we have to leave, we have to leave, we have to leave. So we literally left. Totally understand where you're coming from. Kids, don't be going to no abandoned places. Stay your ass home and get in that bed and read a little book or two about Dr. Seuss. Every time, by the way, I read things like this, it always starts off like, you know, okay, cookie cutter, okay, but then it gets worse and I get scared and traumatized. Oh my god, okay, this one is scary. Okay, I parked my SUV in the corner of a wooded lot near a local beach with my then girlfriend while she was on her lunch break. We were both nude, going at it with the windows all fucked up. I see a figure about 10 feet away moving closer. I stopped, wait, listen, oh bitch, I'm sorry, but my hand would already turn the ignition and I would already stepped on the gas, full throttle. Cause that's scary. It was lunch break, okay, so it was during the day, but imagine that at night, ew. The guy knocks on our window, begins to try having a conversation with us through the closed windows, all about how when he was a teenager, he used to make out with his girl in his vehicle too. Like, man, we were definitely far past that. Wait, why did he feel the need to come up to you and tell you that? Think about it. He literally must have been watching you the whole entire time, because how did he know y'all were doing that? Like, did y'all put your clothes on before, or were y'all so nude when y'all talking to this man? It would be so funny if y'all were so nude. That would kill me. We were definitely far past that. I thought we were going to get murdered. No, literally, I would think the same. To top it off, he wouldn't leave. Oh my god, we got dressed in the backseat with him right outside the vehicle, and then he proceeded to steal and try to talk to us. I just turned around and left. A few days later, put chains up and blocked access to that wooded lot. Oh my god. What if people were complaining? What if this was like a continuing cycle at this wooded lot? Like, and I just don't feel the need, like, why are you coming to me? This is why sometimes old people, y'all need to sit y'all ass down. Like, I love me some old people, don't get me wrong. But y'all just talking. I think some old people, like, I feel bad, but they just want to have people to talk to. And it's like, girl, I wish you would see from my point of view how weird this looks. Like, you're coming to me talking about how we're making out. Like, can we get back to our business? Can I keep making out with Vinny? Oh, wait, let me stop. I have to stop saying his name. Oh my god, that was the last straw. That's the last straw. But that is weird. This one says, was trying to hook up with the girl before I left for military. So we pulled into an empty dark parking lot, started laying the seats down in the back, and before we could even get our clothes off, a cop pulls up and questions us. Turned out the police knew I had been robbed and he was checking to see if we were stealing. Okay, well, he's doing his job. The scary part is the girl I was getting with hadn't hit 18 yet. What? Wait, you need to go to jail, you need to go to jail, you need to go to jail. Did you know about this? I was terrified I'd go to jail for being with the underage girl, but she played it smart and told the cop she didn't have no idea, so he took her on her word. Wait, let's stop it right there. There's two things that bother me a little bit. Yeah, can we chat about it? What bothers me is, how did she get away with having no ID? I feel like cops get to do their job. Let me see the ID. If you have no idea, we're taking you in. Because anything can be happening. Hey, I'm not even trying to be funny, I'm being so serious. After watching Jeffrey Dahmer, like, it literally showed me how people can be so careless and like think they're so right, but you need to do the things to check. Also, why are you with the underage girl? Now, you know better. Let's talk about it. You know better. But that is that's a little scary. I don't think you need to be doing that no more. And if I find out, I'm coming to your house and I'm beating your ass. Come on with your come on, hey, let me be real. Okay, this one says, I may have posted this before, but don't remember. I was in high school doing homework at the dining room table. From there, I could see the front door. Our front door at the time had 2x5-ish panels of glass in it with the lace curtain over it. I remember hearing noise like somebody was on the porch. It was probably 9 p.m. or so. Let me stop you right there. Once again, I would already had picked up my shit and I would head it in the bed. It was probably 9 p.m. or so. It was very dark outside and the porch light wasn't on. As I'm watching the front door, I can see the screen door opening. It stands open for a minute or so and there's nobody there. Or they were dressed in all black. I'm frozen, waiting to see what happens next. The screen door just slowly closes. If someone's there, I think they just let it go. Someone was closing it carefully so that it wouldn't make noise. After that, I don't remember if I heard footsteps. Maybe they saw me watching them and decided to quietly get out there. Oh my gosh, imagine if you weren't standing there. Like, they definitely saw you. They definitely were probably trying to get in and either rob or like do some crazy shit. Oh my god, that is so scary. And there's been times even at my old house where my glass door would open and move like by itself and I'll be literally just sitting on the couch. I would get so scared. I would literally run in my room and go to bed, like lights out. But that is very scary. Ooh. Also wouldn't want to live there no more. Like, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. Okay, so this one says, when I was 13, my grandmother was dying of cancer. My mother and I stayed at her house and took care of her during her last few weeks. One night at 3 or so in the morning, my mother ran into the room and told me that my grandmother, who was by the time completely bedridden, entered my mother's room, woke her up, and then walked out of the room. Wait. There was no creepiness at the time, just genuine concern for what my grandmother could possibly be doing up at 3 a.m. when she literally days away from dying. We ran into her room and sure enough, she had passed away. What? Obviously, given the shock of my grandmother dying, my mother and I didn't sit around chatting about how weird the whole experience was. But months or perhaps even years later, I asked her about that night. She has no memory of telling me that my grandmother was up walking around the house. She doesn't even remember what woke her up and why she woke me up. Gives me shivers still writing it. Wait, this is actually scary. It's so weird because you said that she was bedridden. So what is she doing? Getting her ass up to like get y'all up and then go back to bed. It's actually scary. And then no memory? Like, come on. You know you'll remember unless, wait, what if it's something with you? That's actually scary. I would feel being like I'm being gaslit. Like, you definitely remember, like, come on, like somebody, like y'all, somebody had to see this. Like, hey, I'm not the only one. Somebody saw my grandma get the hell up and just tapped us and then sit back down. I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my gosh. This one, ooh, I feel bad for the girl. This one says they were doing it with the girl in the shower. She slipped up and fell and cracked her head on the side of the tub. Lots of blood. She was unconscious. I seriously thought I killed her or was gonna have to kill. Wait. Hold the fucking phone. You said I seriously thought I'll kill her or was going to have to kill her. Wait, why wouldn't your first ignition be to call the cop or to call the ambulance? Why would you kill? Wait. At the time I couldn't drive, so I had to go get one of her roommates to drive us to the hospital, which was crazy because the roommate had never met me before. I was just a guy in the tower running door to door in the house. Thankfully the roommates had CPR or whatever training but knew what to do. It realized it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. We calmed down and she made a full recovery, which is really scary at the time. No, I honestly would feel the same. Like, imagine me and my man, I'm not gonna say his name. Y'all, right now. But he said, and the head is broken and the blood is gushing out. The blood of Jesus. I would be so scared. I don't know what I would do. I would literally panic. But luckily she made a full recovery, but you still have me a little scared. Let's go back and dissect that one more time. You said I solely thought I'd kill her or was going to have to kill her. Why is that even written in this? Why is this written here? Why would you put that as an option? Why don't I see I have to call the ambulance? When my dad was about 16 in the late 70s, he and my auntie were waiting in my grandparents' waiting room at the front of the house, just outside my grandparents' bedroom where my great-grandfather lay dying. Wait, hold up. The room had 3 exits, one that led to my grandparents' bedroom and one that led to the rest of the house, and the door that led to the front garden. And there was no breeze at all, especially from anywhere in the house. I feel like I know where this is gonna go. My auntie felt cold, so got up too close and locked the previously ajar wooden door and sat down. About 3 minutes later, my grandmother let out a wail as my great-grandfather died. At the exact moment, as my auntie and father testified, the stricken wooden door flew open, oh my gosh, it slammed shut as if someone stormed out of the house angrily. It couldn't have been the wind, and the way door opened and closed was exactly how an enraged person would slam the door. I've asked them separately and they both give the exact same details. That is some scary shit. There is something in that house. It could be, honestly, I don't know what you are into, but what if it was your grandfather? He did die in the house. And if we think about it, like, you know, a spirit could be lingering in the house. So I don't know if you believe that, but that's what I'm thinking. It's kind of scary. This one, oh my god, oh no. This one said, there was this one time I had a minor miscommunication in my language. I couldn't get up and my girl was down there helping me, but to no avail. So she asked me, do you want me to stop? But I heard, do you want me to step on your balls? And I kind of agreed, half reluctantly, half enthusiastically, which she found really curious because that's not a normal reaction to do you want me to stop question. So I hastily repositioned myself to allow her better access to my balls. She was like, what the F are you doing? I'm like, I always wanted to step on them. And then the horror realization struck me when I saw the confused look on her face. Of course she made the connection after a few moments, but thankfully she took it well and we started laughing uncontrollably and played it off as a joke. But then she was horrifying that split second where I didn't know how she'd react. Let's take a break. Come on. Why would you want her to step on your balls? I don't understand. I'm sorry, people say they have kinks of that, and to me personally, I don't find that too cute. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're being abused. You're being in pain. What feeling of that is so daunting. I don't find that too cute. If you pay me $1 million now, let me step on each and every organ. Oh, okay, see, this Reddit, I'm gonna get rid of Reddit, you're gone. This was this girl took my virginity, always called me up, which she wanted some. For years after, even after we broken up, we randomly met at a party, her with her boyfriend, and by the end of the night, she kept trying to pull me away to one of the bedrooms. What, girl, you got your own man. Anyways, long story short, Taylor Swift. One night, she was pretty drunk and newly single, asked me to take her someplace in my car. We ended up doing it in the back seat. While we were getting it, she seemed a bit distracted. I found out because she had to go numero dos. She ended up pooping out. She ended up pooping out small pebbles like deer shits. I was like, what the fuck? She wanted to keep going, but I was like, nah, fam, I'm good. Dropped her off and headed the fuck home, as you fucking should. What are you doing? Pooping? She seemed a bit distracted. And that's when all hell broke loose. Lord, she was shitting on your balls. I'm scared because I can just imagine going like, yeah. What's that stench? I don't even think I would drive you home. I don't think you earned that respect anymore. You've lost everything with me. You would have to call a cab. You're gonna have to call an Uber or Lyft. Cause you're not riding home with me. After you just shit up on my little winker. Last time I saw her, she was trying to invite me to come down and drink with her. I was like, no thanks, I'm not going that day again. Why does she keep popping up in your life? She misses you, babe, and she misses what you can give. You don't reward her no more. Leave her. Let her be. That you shitting up. I'm gonna leave it off there because Reddit is a different place. It's not like Wattpad. It's definitely not like Wattpad. But it is concerning a little bit. And some of these stories, y'all need to go to jail. Y'all still need to go to jail. Also, I saw some other comments. I have a really cool video coming out. I'm gonna be baking some little Halloween cookies, I think. And I think I'm gonna read this time your scary stories. I really like reading like a lot of stuff and just like, you know, having my thoughts on it and like hearing your thoughts in the comments. So really trying to get my crew. So we're gonna see if it works out. If not, we can still just have it with us. Read your stories and bake some cookies. Because who doesn't like to bake some cookies? If not cookies, I don't know. What should I bake? Let me know in the comments. I think that is all for today's video. I loved you and I enjoyed you, babies. Bye. Boo-doo.